First reason why women play games is because they're getting bad advice. All right. Here's the thing, and let me get even more specific. Negative influences. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Once again, this is Stefan Labossiere, aka Stefan Speaks, back with another dating and relationship advice video. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that some of the women may not like, but the men need to hear. Before we get into it, as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, and comment below. Tell me why you think women play games. So that's what we're talking about today. Why do women play games? Now, I know if you're a woman watching this, you might be like, oh, we don't play games. That's the men playing games. Of course, there are men out there who play games. And we have to be able to acknowledge, though, there are women who play games. There are people who play games. It's not gender specific as far as who's playing the game. But I would argue that in society, sometimes we make it seem like it's just the men who are doing the foolishness. And we ignore the fact that tons of women are engaging in toxic, unhealthy game playing. Plain and simple, all right? And so even if this doesn't apply to you, for the women watching this, take heed, because number one, you may find yourself playing a game later on that you don't even realize, or your friends, your mother, your sister, someone you know has probably engaged in playing games, and understanding why they do it will help us in, one, maybe diminishing the amount of people who do it, and for the men watching, because this is really about y'all right now, or this is for y'all, to help you navigate through this and understand what's going on, all right? Let me start with number one. Number one reason, and it's not number one as in it's the top of the list, but it's no specific order. First reason why women play games is because they're getting bad advice, all right? Here's the thing, and let me get even more specific. Negative influences, which turns into bad advice. A lot of women don't even register they're playing a game, or they're playing games that are toxic and unhealthy, because they're being given advice and being told this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you should handle it. For example, they'll tell a woman, you need to make him chase you. That's a game you're playing. If you make him chase you, if you're intentionally doing it, you're playing games. That is unhealthy. But why does she do that? Because she heard it from someone who is speaking from a negative place, a negative perception of things, not from a healthy place that's going to create better, stronger relationships. All right? And unfortunately, women are surrounded by other hurt, bitter, broken women, which we'll get more into that a little bit later. But the fact is, though those outside influences may have good intentions, though they may not honestly feel like they're leading you down a path of playing a game, that's exactly what they're doing. And so it's causing a lot of problems because women are getting bad advice from negative influences. If you are a man, it is very smart for you to become mindful of who this woman exposes herself to. Who is she surrounding herself with? Who does she take counsel from? Because when you can start to see that the influences that she allows into her life are indeed negative, all right, then you can already brace yourself for some game playing and some ups and downs. Now, that doesn't mean run for cover immediately, all right? Again, I'm a firm believer that you don't run just because you see a red flag. You address it. You talk about it. You also add a safeguard, and what I mean by that is you tell that woman, hey, listen, if you have an issue, talk to me. You open up the lines of communication in a way that makes her feel safe, that she can consult with you about what's going on, rather than being quick to run to those outside negative influences. But you also help her understand that, listen, she can't be so quick to talk to or to take counsel from those individuals. I don't want you or any man to think you should try to control her environment, so to speak, because she as an adult has to make that decision. However, you do need to be mindful of it and make her aware and the reason why I say make her aware is because she may not always realize that. And that's not necessarily your responsibility. If you see something in this woman and you think you can build something special, then take it into account. All right. So yes, negative influences, bad advice, huge factor as to why women play games. Number 2, she hasn't healed. Listen, the unfortunate reality is that when a woman has gone through some things, and a lot of women have been through a lot, all right? Unfortunately, many have not done the work to properly heal and resolve those issues, which makes her very antsy in her next situation, which makes her very on guard, looking for red flags, looking for something wrong. Now, again, that's not an excuse. That doesn't validate that behavior. I'm simply explaining that, yes, her lack of healing will more than likely lead to her playing games. It is the source of why she is so confusing, why she is causing problems, why she's becoming a thorn in your side in certain situations, because she wants to play these unnecessary games because to her, it's for her safety and protection. All right? She thinks doing these things is going to guard her heart. Though I always tell people, listen, the guarding your heart mentality is very misunderstood, or the mindset of it is due to a misunderstanding of the scripture. Guarding your heart does not mean trying to stop yourself from being hurt. It means stopping it from anger, negativity, jealousy, all these negative things that can penetrate your heart and now manifest into unhealthy actions, unhealthy mindsets, and just an unhealthy life overall. So, but in her mind, she thinks I am trying to look out for me. She's not playing games to maliciously hurt you. Not saying there aren't any evil women out there who aren't truly trying to hurt men. But in a lot of situations, I would argue in most situations, she's not trying to be malicious, all right? She's doing it because, again, she's trying to protect herself in her eyes. But the same walls that you have up to protect you are the same walls blocking your blessings. So again, as a man, I don't necessarily want you to tolerate this because simply she hasn't healed. You have to understand that, number one, don't take it personally all the time. Don't internalize when a woman is playing games, because it's not necessarily about her trying to be hurtful to you or her trying to be intentionally disrespectful to you. Some things, of course, they're just blatant disrespect. But a lot of situations, the game playing is due to her other deeper issues, unresolved things. So when you see that, talk to her about it. All right? Again, we don't run from red flags immediately. We address red flags. And as men, because again, this message is mainly for men right now. As men, we have to learn how to lead in healthy relationships. When we identify something unhealthy, game playing, unhealthy communication, whatever it is, we must address it, but also lead with making sure we're not engaging in those same things. Sometimes what happens is the woman starts to play her games, and what we do is play games in return. We retaliate, which that's not healthy. All right? You can't engage in those toxic behaviors. You must call it out. You must address it. You must show how we're going to better approach the situation. And if she can't get with the program, get her out the way. Get rid of her. No disrespect, but it is what it is. If she cannot step up to having a healthier relationship and a healthier approach, then she needs to go. But don't just simply see the red flag, see the game, and just automatically dismiss. All right? Unless you can say truly deep inside, you already know this woman is not for you. She never belonged here. That's a different story. Outside of that, talk to her. Because a lot of times it's just due to lack of healing. And of course, suggest working on those issues, which I have the book, Love After Heartbreak. Check it out. Link in the description. And it's something that you should not just suggest to her, but make sure you do for yourself as well. All right? Which brings me to number 3 reason why women play games. Fear. So listen, it goes hand in hand with what we just talked about. Lack of healing, all right? Her idea that she's protecting herself. Because she's scared and does not know how to better handle this situation. And when you compound that with negative influences and bad advice, all right, it now causes a dynamic where she starts to play these games. But again, I want you to understand that many times these games are not about malicious intent. They are not about trying to hurt you. It's about she thinks she's protecting herself. And she does not realize that in that process, she is hurting you as well. Hurt people will hurt people. But unfortunately, that hurt person is so blinded by their hurt, blinded by their fear, that they don't understand the negative impact they're having. So for some individuals, when you try to address them on the fact that they're playing games, they swear they're not playing a game because, again, that's how they're processing it. That's how they're shaping their reality. That this is just what I need to do. But as a man, you don't have to tolerate that. You don't have to accept that, but you have to address it. You have to learn how to lead in that situation. And if she is unwilling to embrace healthy leadership and leading to a healthier, better place, how we're going to correct these problems, then that is your sign she needs to go. She's not for you. All right. So again, this is basically the foundational reasons why women play games. Things you need to be mindful of, things you need to look out for. But if you notice, I continue to repeat, do not internalize the games a woman plays, because there's so many varying reasons as to why she's doing it. And again, it is typically not really about you. It's about the issues going on within her. You got to learn not to let these things contaminate you in a way that now you take the bad experience with this woman into your next relationship. The next woman's not playing games, but because you got PTSD from your last situation, you now are quick to look at the things that she's doing as a potential game. You're now quick to play your own games because now you switch from the person who's being hurt to the person who's hurting someone else. To the person who now thinks, I have to do this to protect myself. To the person who starts to take negative counsel from other negative, bitter men. Because yes, just like there are negative, bitter women, there are negative, bitter men leading other individuals to their slaughter, setting you up for failed relationships, not truly helping you in the way that you need. Do not let that be you. All right? Understand that you have to rise above that, and you have to stay on a more positive, healthier path so that you can join together with a woman who can now embrace that with you, and you can have a successful, amazing relationship. So, once again, as always, leave your comments below. Why do you think women play games? Leave your comments and thoughts on this video. Be sure to like it, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next one.